You might have already guessed it. It's Screen Studio, and it's the best screen recorder app for Mac, period. See, I'll be honest, there are many free and paid tools available in the market. And if you don't use screen recording for work, or for YouTube, or for social media, you're better off Screen Studio. You can use a QuickTime player or an OBS. Both of them work pretty well. But if you're like me and you want to create some stunning screen recordings, you want to share it on LinkedIn, you want to share it on YouTube, or you want to share it with your co-workers, you need to check Screen Studio. I think it's one of the best Mac apps available. And I can confidently say it's worth every penny. Now, Screen Studio is only for Mac, which means you can't use it on Windows or other platforms. When it comes to pricing of the tool, there are two options available. You can either go with a monthly or a yearly plan, or you can also choose to select a lifetime deal. The lifetime deal comes with 1 year of updates. The monthly plan starts at $27 a month if billed monthly, and $9 a month if billed annually. And you get 3 licenses in both the plans. So feel free to share it with your co-workers or friends. And if they're not convinced, share them this video. Now, without further ado, let's take a quick walkthrough of Screen Studio and see what makes it so special. So when you power up the app, you will see this preview window. Now here you can choose either you want to record a display or a window or a specific area. And very interesting bit, you can also record your iPhone device as well. So a lot of times if you are a UI UX developer or you are into web development or you want to record the app and show some app or stats or something like that, you can also do that. Now here is where you can choose the camera. You can either use your FaceTime HD camera, or you can also hide the camera preview if you want. So if I hide the camera preview, the camera preview goes out, right? And you can also tell them to not record camera, so it will disable it. Here you can choose your audio device you want. So if you're connecting, let's say, a mic or something, you can choose that. You can also select which apps you want to record audio from. So let's say if you're choosing, let's say you want to play some video on YouTube or on Firefox, you can choose the system audio specifically. So here's few options you can explore. Now let's see the editor and how it works. So for this, I'll open an already recorded video. Now first up, you can see this timeline window. This is where you can do audio editing. So let's say if I have to trim down a video, I can easily trim it down. Or if I want to speed up typing, I can do that. I can enable voices, disable voices of typing. Here's the zoom thing. So let's say if I want the zoom to be bigger. So if you see here, the zoom is big. If you want the zoom to be shorter duration, you can also do that. Now here's also one timeline where you can only add a video. For example, if you just want your video to be displayed on the full screen, you can do that as well. And yeah, so let's look at these windows first. Now the first window is where you can change your background. So I can change the background very easily. These are some Mac OS wallpapers which you can use. You can also choose the blur bit. So let's say if you don't want to show a lot of the background, you can also blur it. Now here are other options as well. You can obviously add your own wallpaper as well, whatever suits you, right? Now here's the padding bit where you can increase or decrease the padding accordingly. Here's how, if you want the whole window to be more rounded, you can do that. I'll keep it to reset. Here there are other options as well where you can add more shadow if you want, just to highlight your window. Again, I'll reset it. This is about the window, the layout bit. The second one is the cursor, so you can in fact change your cursor. You can hide cursor if it's not moving. I mean, there are loads of options here. You can have some effects, so if there's some click or something, I'm not sure if, I think they will do write an intro for this article. So I'll write I am writing an, so yeah, I'll just leave that. Now here's the camera bit, so I can increase or decrease the size of the camera accordingly. I can play around with the roundness, keep it reset. I can also change the shape, so if I want horizontal video, I can do that. I want a vertical video, I want that, I can do that. Here I can choose the position of the camera accordingly, whatever suits me. And mind you, because the camera is recorded separately, you can change it wherever you want. So for example, you feel a certain part of the window is being hidden by the camera, you can change the layout accordingly, right? You can also mirror this camera horizontally. You can hide the camera for certain sections. How cool is that? You can do that, right? Now you can also change the size of the camera. So what happens is during zoom, the camera's size becomes smaller, because obviously when you zoom it, if you see in this example, we'll give it the title, and camera size kind of decrease. Professional, let's make it engaging. Generate. Yeah, so it becomes smaller. Now I mean, there's so loads of features, right? You can also generate a transcript. So if I click on generate transcript, it will give me full subtitles which I can put in the video. So for example, if you're putting the video out on LinkedIn or something, you can use transcriptions. Obviously LinkedIn also provides you with a lot of transcription options, but again, this can be bigger, the size can be bigger, it's more accurate, you can edit it easily, so that works as well. Here's the audio bit. You can I always choose this option, improve microphone audio, because what happens is it makes it a little more stronger, bassier. It usually works in the betterment of the audio, so I use that. The next one is show shortcuts. So you can show shortcuts whenever you click on certain shortcuts, it will highlight it. And there's a lot of these animations you can control with it. So if you don't like motion blur, you can keep it off, you can turn it on, usually it's good. Zoom movements, I mean, loads of options here, a lot to choose from. So once you've edited the video, what you can do is go into the export window. Now here you get multiple options. You have 4K resolution, 1080p, 720p. There's also a GIF option, which is good. There's frame rate you can choose from. I usually export it onto 4K. Now one thing to keep in mind is because Mac resolution is not accurately let's say 1080p or a 4K, right? The scaling can be an issue, so you might need to crop the window. So for that, what I'll suggest is keep the padding a little bit. So when you have padding, what happens is when you zoom out also, you keep most of the window intact. So I'll suggest that. And yeah, I mean, that's a quick look at certain features and what you can do. You can find links to download Screen Studio in my comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.